In St. Paul's epistle to the Thessalonians, he has his famous words of praying without ceasing. And so we think about this in our personal prayer, when we're having our holy hours, when we're in front of our Lord in Eucharistic adoration, very beautiful moments, a great preparation to prepare for that eternal praise with God in heaven. But that's just on a private prayer level, and that's important. That the church also reminds us of public prayer, the highest of that being the holy sacrifice of the Mass. But there's also other important moments throughout the day, and these are very sacred hours, that every day is a gift. That we didn't create the world, we didn't create time, we didn't create the universe, that every day, every moment is a gift from God, and we need to be praising God throughout the day. And so even from Old Testament times in the temple, when there are animal sacrifices, there was a sense of praying to God in the morning and the evening, those hinge hours. And eventually, as the Psalter or Book of Psalms was composed and reflecting parts of salvation history, additional moments throughout the day were set apart for prayer. And so in a Christian context, what is known as the Liturgy of the Hours, what is also known as the Breviary, what is also known as the Divine Office, is a collection of prayers, mainly from the Psalms, used to bless God throughout the day. That is the public prayer of the church, that when I was ordained a deacon, that I made a promise to pray the Liturgy of the Hours. And so when you take a look at the history of the Breviary, there's multiple editions, and religious orders have special ones. In fact, there's one traditionally used by the lay faithful called the Little Office of the Blessed Virgin Mary, which is still permitted to be used. What we're going to be using here, what the parish is investing in, is what's called Shorter Christian Prayer. So this has morning and evening prayer throughout the year. What we're going to be doing on Good Friday and Holy Saturday is what's called the Office of Readings and morning prayer. And so there's very special readings because it's the highest time in the year. So I'm going to be accompanied by one of our permanent deacons. He'll be leading side 2, I'll be leading side 1. I'd encourage people to show up for Good Friday and Holy Saturday, that even though there's not a Mass at those times, that this is the public prayer of the church. And we're also going to be introducing the Liturgy of the Hours for other parish events throughout the year, so stay tuned. We don't have anything scheduled yet, but it is important that prayer, it's not just a personal thing, that it is a public thing, that we're not just an individual Christian, we're part of the whole. And when we take a look at the Psalms here, we might be in a great mood, and then we read about lament. Or we might be sad, and then we read about something happy. And it's not about how I personally feel. Someone else in the church might be lamenting. Someone else in the church might be rejoicing. That we keep in mind that we're part of something much bigger than ourselves. And so I encourage people to take a look at the Liturgy of the Hours, that while you might not be under promises to say it, that it can only help you, it can only benefit you. And so I hope to see as many people there on Good Friday and Holy Saturday at 8 a.m.